So what's up, guys? I'm back with another short video, man. I want to give you guys some free game. I like to help out my fellow subs, my fellow subscribers, my fellow followers, my fans, my family. I like to help everybody out, man. A lot of people be asking me, hey man, how do you acquire, you know what I'm saying, certain things in your life? How do you buy this? How do you buy that? Before we get into it though, man, make sure you hit the like button. Alright, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, and if you got any questions, put it in the comments. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, man, and the secret is credit, okay? Credit is the #1 source of everything, really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the funds to pay everything off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get money, but why use my own money when I can use banks, right? I wanna teach y'all something that I feel like everybody needs to know, especially if you're an entrepreneur, man. A lot of people look up to me because I'm an entrepreneur. You know, there's so many people out here talking about, you know, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I got an LLC, but do you have business credit, right? Do you have business credit? Because what I'm about to tell you guys in this video here today is gonna be something that you guys can do. Because if I did it, you can do it. And that's the way I look at everything in life. If they did it, I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm sitting in this cargo van, right? I'm sitting in this cargo van right now. It's part of a business that I'm about to start. Not gonna get all into it right now and what certain business, because, you know, that's for another video. I bought a cargo van for a certain business that I wanna get into. I didn't buy this or finance this with my personal credit or my personal name or any of my personal information. I did it with business credit. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to acquire a vehicle for your business. And don't forget, when you acquire a vehicle for your business, it's a tax write-off, man. How to acquire a vehicle for your business just using business credit. Just using your EIN number. And if you got an LLC, I hope you know what an EIN number is. Now, I don't know if you guys done seen my video about building business credit. You know, I did like a month or so ago on YouTube, right? You know, I explained how to build it, you know, get with the Net 30 accounts and some gas cards, you know, some business credit cards, and so on and so on. I'm not gonna get too much into it because, you know, this is a different video. But if you wanna see that video, it's gonna be, you know, up here somewhere, and you click on that and go watch that video, because that video is essential in order for you to understand this video. So this is how you do it, man. All right, because this is how I did it. And not many people are doing this. The dealership's gonna look at you like, what? Under your business name? No, we still gotta run your personal credit. We still need your social, blah, blah, blah. If they saying that, just leave. Just leave and go do something else, man. Go to another dealership, because sometimes you gotta do that. But listen, you gotta have a LLC, a S Corp, a C Corp. You gotta have a business, okay? You're not gonna be able to do this as soon as you establish a LLC and then tomorrow you go get a car. No. This is for the people that have been establishing business credit. That's why I said you gotta go look at that other video before you get into this video. You establish the Net 30 accounts, you get the gas cards, you get business credit, you build it, you know, it takes 3 to 6 months to build business credit. Once you got the business credit going, you check your Dun & Bradstreet, your Experian business, your Equifax business, and you can check all that with the NAF app. Once you see that your Paydex is over 80, when all your scores are in the green, right, everything is good to go, you can go into a dealership, right, and try to apply for a vehicle. Now, before you do this, make sure that your structure in your business is good. And what I mean by that is, you need to have everything in order, bro. Get the LLC. Make sure it's registered with the Secretary of State. Make sure that you are compliant with the Secretary of State, like you've paid your registration fee and stuff for the year, right? Make sure you got a business bank account. Make sure you got the business credit going. Make sure that you have at least like 10 trade lines, okay? Reporting to your Dun & Bradstreet, to your Experian business, because this is what they look at. For instance, me, I went into a dealership, right? I went into a Ford dealership. From what I heard that Ford was kind of the most lenient with, newer established LLCs. Now mine's been established for about 2 years, right? And they say they usually want 2 to 3 years or older. I went and took a chance and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go do it. The first time I applied online for a Tesla, not even an expensive one, just a little Model 3, and they didn't want to do it. Then I went to Ford dealership and I wanted a cargo van, and they did it. I'm guessing that they also look at that, like the banks, because there's like Ally Bank that you can finance with, which they're usually the ones that do the commercial financing for businesses. You got Ford Commercial, Toyota Commercial, you got Mercedes, you got several banks that can finance the deal, but Ally is usually the one that most people go to, right? You go in there, make sure your business is structured correctly, make sure you got a business email, make sure you got that EIN number for sure. And I mean, I'm not even saying too much about that because you should already know that by now. Make sure you got a business phone number as well. Like, don't walk in a dealership with just your phone. Like, walk in there with 2 phones. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the way you look. Even though the people that, like the salesperson or the financing manager at the store, may not have the final say so, your appearance matters. The way you talk matters. The way you present yourself matters. And when them people see you as a real business owner, then you know what? They can say, hey, we can trust this guy. We want to do business with him. And they will speak good to the banks about you, so they can even trust you more, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm a smooth character. I wasn't even dressed, no fancy, nothing. Just had some Gucci kicks on with a white tee, just like this. Kept it solid, told them about my business, told them my plan, what I'm trying to do with the van, and boom. You know what I'm saying? After a couple of hours, because dealerships take a couple of hours sometimes, a whole bunch of bull crap going on. They gave it to me. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, you got it. Bank said you good. I was able to get the vehicle under the business name. They didn't check my personal credit, none of that. You know what I'm saying? All they know about me is my name, my first and my last name. That's it. That's all they know about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful, because when you get a vehicle under your business, it doesn't affect your debt to income ratio. You're like, in the clear if you want to get a home later on, or you want to finance something else, you want to get a loan, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It doesn't affect your debt to income, because this is only showing up on the business credit report. That's the beauty about business credit. Even with business credit cards, and I'm big on credit cards, man. Like, I'm not gonna say how many I got, but I got a lot. The thing is, credit is the key. This is how wealthy people become wealthy. They use credit, they leverage credit, they leverage banks' money and investments, and they grow their personal finances. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get on that credit stuff, man. If you want to learn more about personal credit or business credit, hit me up, man. Hit up the comments. Hit up my DM on Instagram. I'm open, you know what I'm saying, to questions. I got a credit program on the side as well that helps people, you know what I'm saying, like fix their credit, establish their credit, all that good stuff, man. Also teaches you about more business credit and all that good stuff. All you got to do is just hit me up on the DMs or go follow $credit on Instagram, and my assistant will answer all your questions. And then you could also personally talk to me once we get through all of that other little stuff. Another thing that I would suggest going into a dealership is going there with a down payment. You know what I'm saying? And being that fact that you are a business financing the vehicle, you might have perfect credit. You know what I'm saying? And your credit might get you a 0 APR or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to business, the APR is going to be a little higher. You want to have some down payment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have at least $3,000 for a down payment, depending on the type of vehicle you want. Because if you are a business owner and you're a boss, you gotta have money. You know what I'm saying? So this is not for people, like I said, that's just starting off. Gotta have some funds available. Gotta have your priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't go and try to get business credit to get a car that you like on your personal taste. Like, oh, I want me a freaking Mercedes or something. You know what I'm saying? Just because you like it. No. Get something that's going to be beneficial for your business, not because you want to stunt on people that don't even care about you in reality. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you have to do what's right for your business. And this is what I tell everybody, man. I could go get me any type of car I want right now. I got the money, I got the credit, But the thing is, you have to do things the right way so you can structure everything correctly, right? Like, there's a lot of things that go into business credit. It goes deep. I'm not gonna bore y'all here for freaking hours, because I could talk about this for hours. You know what I'm saying? People that know me, I'll be preaching to them. I'll be like, hey man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. It's a lot, man. But once you got it, man, and I'm so thankful that I came across that information when I did. You know, I'm thankful for that, because it's just like, it's knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And this is knowledge that you can pass on to people that you care about. And I care about everybody that watches me, because y'all take the time out of your day to watch me, and that is meaningful to me. So therefore, I want to give something back to y'all, and, you know, teach y'all how to get a vehicle under your business name without running your personal credit. And you could even have bad personal credit and have great business credit and still get a vehicle. I'm not saying don't fix your personal credit, because you still need perfect personal credit and business credit, because when you got both of them in the good ratings, boy, I'm telling you, man, you can do so much. It's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that, like the doors that open for you, and it's just amazing, guys. It's just amazing. Also, another thing that I want to touch before I get out this video, man, if y'all want to get with Navy Federal, hit up my DM or hit up $ Credit Repairs DM on Instagram, because I can definitely get y'all with them, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the banks that I bank with. And yeah. Also, yeah, guys, if you want to learn more, comment below, all right? It's not that hard to do what I do. It's all a matter of strategy, because when you got strategy, when you got a plan, when you got a blueprint, and you move the way you plan it, you're gonna be successful, man. Simple, because that's what I did. I stuck to my plan. I sat there and said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I did it. And you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got me a car under my business name. Many people don't know that you can do this type of shit, because they don't teach you. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, why would the schools and why would this be out there like that just to teach you? It'll be bad business for the banks. It'll be bad business for the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you gotta do what's good for you. And that's what I'm doing for me and my family and the people that's close to me, because I want to help out people that I know, so they can also be successful. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money out here for everybody. Money's getting printed every single day. There's enough money out here for everybody. We just gotta go out there and get it, man. And, you know, we about to hit 100,000 subs any time now. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give those of y'all that really pay attention to me these keys, so y'all can really take it and be successful with it, man. Because I'm telling you guys, it's possible, man. It's possible. I was struggling just like a lot of y'all, and I changed my life by myself, man. All right? Get your business credit right. Watch my last video about business credit. Then watch this one so you can learn more about vehicle financing through your business. And also, you can get apartments, condos, you know what I'm saying? Even homes with your business. But, you know, that's a whole nother topic. A lot more, you know, stuff to do in order to get that, but one step at a time. Right? Get your business credit right, guys. This is your boy, the hottest Latino, Cap Dollars, man. All I see is $, get your side, mommy. And be a king too, guys. Be a king. And ladies, be queens. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.